let's say we're tiptoeing into the pool of dick splitting.
But double dick.
Double dicking. People who are into cock and ball torture, the first thing that they want to do is start splitting their dick in half.
Obviously.
Never heard that before.
You go and sit in Canary Wharf at lunchtime and you watch all those suits walk around you, and I guarantee at least 5% of the people that walk past you will have something split or jingling.
Bollocks.
Jingling, 100%. And body modification is a subculture in itself, but within that subculture, there's little sects of pockets of other subcultures. One being cock and ball torture, which is like a small niche of men who like to essentially destroy their genitals.
Yeah, but is that because body modification is all about sort of like art and self-expression, right? But is that more like a kink, like a sexual kink?
I think people get body modification for multiple different types of reasons. I think it can be for like a rite of passage to try and, push you to your physical limits, push your mental capacity. Other people definitely like a kink play into it, and often does, because I feel like body modification and kink often overlap.
Oh, okay.
Isn't destroying it kind of like a one-time thing, though?
Well, you would think, but they get very creative. And what one would say is destroying, another would say is, the penis of their dreams.
Oh, what? So they'd like fully modify.
So there's
torture.
There's levels to this shit, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so water bottle. We have the water bottle here, right?
Yeah.
This cap of the water bottle is the head of the penis.
Okay.
Okay, let me turn my mic so everyone can hear what I'm saying. Let's say we're tiptoeing into the pool of dick splitting. Because that is often what I feel people who are into cock and ball torture, the first thing that they want to do is start splitting their dick in half.
Obviously.
Never heard that before.
Right?
Got a
And
long
not many
weekend.
people have, because
Got a long weekend. What else are we going to do?
the guys that I know who've had a little bit of their penis split are like piercers and body modification artists.
Okay.
The guys that have like full splits and go like full whole hog with it.
But double dick.
Double dicking.
Diphalia. That's just our favourite guy.
Yeah, I just keep looking at the water bottle. I'm wondering what's going on
Right,
there.
I'll explain in a minute.
Okay.
But a lot of the guys who like to do the more extreme genital modifications, they usually fall under the bracket of like not blue collar workers, but like, is blue collar workers like guys, because I'm a tattoo artist, I don't know shit about like people who work in offices.
Right.
But like your average guy who works in an office, Wolf of Wall Street type, that kind of guy, blue suit, Canary Wharf.
Okay, business heads.
You go and sit in Canary Wharf at lunchtime and you watch all those suits walk around you, and I guarantee at least 5% of the people that walk past you will have something split or jingling. Jingling, 100%. The higher the position, the bigger the split.
What?
What is that? Just because they're...
So Steve Jobs had his knob split?
I don't know about Steve Jobs. I couldn't say. Don't know the man.
What?
But in my experience, you will find, because I was an assistant to a body mod, because this sounds, I'm not just going to say in my experience, because people are going to be like, what experience have you had?
Right,
and I mean in the context of like, I was an assistant to a body modification artist for years.
Yeah.
So I've seen it all.
Okay.
But usually the more extreme the genital modification, the more corporate, high power leaning the guy usually is.
So it's like if they look normal to the outside world, there's a likelihood there's something going on below.
Yeah. Usually guys who have the most going on down here have the least going on everywhere else.
What?
100%. 100%.
A whole new world. I'm going to be looking at people so different.
You're just going to keep imagining.
You've got a laptop. You can Google dick split right now. So let me just Google it so you can see, so you guys can have a better understanding.
I can't even tolerate looking at my own people.
But I just need you to understand how it works and how the levels, right?
Penile bisection.
Look at that, Stevie. Look at that, mate.
That doesn't look healthy.
So, right, back to the bottle.
Yeah, back to the bottle.
It looks like a crab claw. What's that about?
I personally don't find it super attractive. If a guy had two willies, like a willy split in half, like I personally wouldn't be into it.
Right.
But
Are there any benefits
each to their own. So you know where stage one.
Yeah,
right?
go on.
You know where So you have the head of your penis.
Yeah.
You know you have that little seam that goes from the hole down to the base of the head. Imagine the head of your penis is a birthday cake, and it's your birthday. And you need to make happy birthday. You need to make the first cut in the cake, right?
Yeah.
From the middle, and that line, that little seam is your guy.
Just follow the line.
So imagine that you just took a knife and you sliced from the middle down.
Yeah.
So where that little seam is, that's now exposed like that.
That can't be nice.
No.
But it is.
Okay. I'm mistaken.
Because obviously the procedure is probably feels quite horrific.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're the sort of person that wants to do that, you probably will enjoy the fact that you enjoy the experience or enjoy the fact that you got through it.
Okay.
But I feel like a lot of guys who do stage 1, they do it for the fact that it sexually heightens your sexual sensitivity of your penis.
Because that's stage 1.
It's exposing your urethra, which is essentially your clitoris, right? It's very sensitive. And that's where the sounding comes in again, like I said earlier, where guys like to put things up their willy hole because it's sensitive, right?
Okay.
So phase 2 would be cutting the cake in half. So you cut the cake in half, so you got just the head.
Yeah.
Right? Stage 3, 4, and 5 would just be taking it lower and lower and lower till you finally split to the base.
That's what we just saw.
Which is what you've just seen.
But it kind of looked like both sides have chosen to bend inwards like a little crab claw.
Well, obviously everyone's anatomy is different, so each one is going to look different.
Oh, you don't know what you're getting.
Well, yeah, kind of. But I would imagine as well, like the larger the penis, the less you're going to get that kind of like
shriveled look.
The lobster claw.
Mine would just look like 2 belly buttons.
Well, don't do it then. Why are you saying shit like you've got to go through this process?
Just because we're talking about it doesn't mean you have to do it.
No, okay.
No,
I never will.
This is a binding contract.
I never will.
No, there's no peer pressure.
I don't care if it's my birthday.
And it's not something I encourage. You know, if it's something that you desire, I think you should split your dick in half. I think fair play. But
That was my
it's not
favourite
something
sentence.
I would be trying to get people to sign up for.
So can they still get erections then?
Yeah, but I feel like depending on the willy, again, it's all anatomy based, but from what I've heard and I've been told from people with split penises is that sometimes if it's a full split, if you want to have intercourse, for example, I love how I'm being really like PC with some words, PC with others.
Willy and
when it gets erect, I guess it gets erect maybe in a V shape, and then you have to put it together to put it in.
Oh, so you reform it for the.
I'm guessing you have to kind of like jiggle it about to get it, you know.
Yeah.
Unless I don't think it's like a tongue split, because a tongue is 2 muscles that are stuck together. So when you split them, you can move them individually.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I don't think that happens with willies.
Right.
I don't think you could but it would be cool.
That would be impressive. Yeah.
But maybe you could. Because I feel like when guys get erections, you can do that little thing where you tense the muscles and the willy moves, right?
Yeah.
You know, because you've got willy.
Thank you. Yeah.
So if you could still do that, right? And so maybe the 2 would like. I don't know.
Like maybe only certain can, like men who can like make their pecs dance as well. Yeah, you could do that.
Maybe you need
there.
a hench tape.
Work it out a bit.
I've got some of the worst tattoos you've ever seen.
I would love to see them.
Do you want to see them and do you want to rate them?
I would love to.
Okay.
I'm excited for this.
Grace Neutral is going to rate my tattoos. You cannot offend me, by the way. I know they're terrible, so I want to be brutal. Right, what shall I show?
Show the good ones and see if she thinks they're shit.
Oh, okay. You're quite tatted up, though.
Yeah, I've got quite a few. So I've got my granddad.
Oh, that's all right.
However...
It's a bit scarred up.
Yeah, I picked the eyes, and now it looks like
You picked his eyes?
Yeah, now it looks like he's blind.
Why would you do that? When it was healing, you just couldn't resist.
I know. Can that get fixed, or is that fucked now?
No, absolutely, that can get fixed.
Somebody told me that he looked a little bit like Kim Jong-un on there, so that's sort of ruined it. My nan.
Oh, that's lovely.
Is that one okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
She doesn't...
That's really, really nicely done.
She wouldn't let me get her... Like, my granddad's pretty much that age now. She wouldn't let me get her old.
Oh,
so
she wanted
Yeah.
I like this.
Right. Yeah. So, do you know what that is?
Is it Latin?
It's Greek.
Greek.
And I just liked the way it looked. As you can tell, I got this. I got this years ago when I was like, yeah, laughter, great. I got this when I was 18. I'm 32 now.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, and it says like mum, dad, nan, sister, granddad. But when I was with my first girlfriend, she asked me to get a name. I was not going to get a name, so I got soulmate because that can go to anyone, right? That can be like. However, it doesn't say soulmate. It says soul sister. So
that's even better.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. That's way better. At least you get a funny story out of it.
This is true.
Look, your tattoos aren't badly done. It's just very like.
He hasn't shown
Cliche.
you the bad one yet.
Yeah, and then I got an angel there.
Yeah. Give me some roses, give me some clouds,
Yeah.
give me an angel.
And then what else have I got? So, right.
What is this number on your arm?
That number, that's, well, I've actually never told.
You've never said.
Do you not know what
You've
it
never
is?
even told me, no.
Oh, I didn't want to out you. You don't have to tell us if you don't want to. It's like a special
Do
meaning.
you want to know?
Yeah?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. But yeah, he didn't know. Right, so there's a football. Are you a football fan or not really?
Do I look like a footballer?
Not really, but I didn't want to just.
You were with the hooligans back in the day?
I didn't want to assume. There's a footballer who used to play for Manchester United called Jesse Lingard.
Okay.
When he signed for West Ham, which is my team, I bet him that he couldn't score 9 goals. He scored 9 goals, so he does this celebration, right?
Okay.
JL. So he tattooed that on my leg.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's got a story, and then he signed it.
Considering that he's not a tattooer, that's not a bad tattoo.
Is that?
at all.
Do you think?
Yeah, for someone who's never done a tattoo before.
Because that was the first
That's
tattoo
his signature
I
as
ever.
well, isn't it?
Yeah, he signed it. Yeah, that's the first tattoo I ever got.
Fortune.
Always hiding.
Sorry for the audio
It's a
listeners.
West Ham thing. That's Breaking Bad. That's
I was about to say, is that Walter White?
yeah.
You've got a meth deal. You've got a meth cook tied on your leg.
With the crystal meth. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, with the blue crystal.
And the other leg?
What about Jesse? Do you have Jesse?
No, I probably should have done. What's the other?
Walter is such an asshole, though. Why didn't you get Jesse?
That's
Oh, that's cool.
the Dark Knight. But
Bit-
people keep telling me it looks like Jigsaw. And that I wanted a Pokeball, but the guy told me that a Mario mushroom would be better. And I've never played Mario, but he told me to get that, the tattoo guy. So I got that. I'm still.
That's such a classic story of like, were you young when you got
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like young boys going into tattoo shops getting pressured into the most random shit.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't just let me get what I wanted.
You've not gone to the
because
bad one yet, have you?
he
No.
wanted to take the piss with his mates after when he left.
This is yeah, true. This is my most recent one. So, quick backstory: when me and Fee got together, we've been together 10 years. I bought her this little teddy from McDonald's. It was like £3, and she loves it, right? And it's like, so I just got the teddy tattooed, and then the
Aw.
date, and but that's done well, right?
That's done lovely, yeah.
Okay. Then the worst one. I want to see if you can read it. Can you read what that says?
No.
Yes!
Head up, keep our hearts. Keep your mind set.
Keep your head up, keep your heart strong, keep your mind set.
Very alternative artist, Ben Howard.
Power. It's a powerful tattoo you got right there, friend.
But he ran out of room, so
That's such a sign of the times, though.
He's there, right? He started like nice and long or whatever, but and then he's ran out of room. He didn't stencil that on me.
Squished.
Yeah, he didn't stencil that on me.
Did he freehand it?
I think so.
Yeah.
So how bad are my tattoos, Grace Neutral?
Honestly, with the way that you were talking about them, I thought that they were going to be a lot worse. They're not bad at all.
What's the best? What's the one that you think's done the best? Like what?
Probably your nan's portrait.
Okay.
And the bear on the back of the monkey. The monkey
Okay.
teddy.
Yeah, the monkey. Yeah.
Bryce
yeah.
will love that.
What's the worst one?
What, technically or like design wise or both?
Both.
Both.
Give us both.
I think the Soul Sisters is kind of legendary. So
Okay.
I think that's thumbs
Yeah.
up for that one. This is not so good.
Yeah.
I think that's the one. That looks like one of your first.
It's so bad, isn't it?
It's just very aggressive.
Yeah. Can I get it gone?
You could, but that would be many sessions of laser.
How many?
I don't know. I'd say a minimum of 8.
There's no point, is there?
What about a cover up?
A cover up, yeah, but you'd have to to cover that.
Yeah.
You'd have to you'd have to tattoo basically like your whole shoulders and torso to make it look good.
Yeah, that's not going to
Might be
happen.
fucked, mate.